That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
The Apple Corporation figured this out decades ago.
They've all got COVID, just hacking their lungs up, making sure you get your eye patch in 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, gross. COVID from third
It's not
world
even
on your
enough time for the virus to die off of it.
Apparently not.
That's a problem with Amazon shipping. No, I'll take the 4-day.
At this point, I'm like I used to do the thing way earlier in all this where it was like, I'm going to take my Lysol and spray down the box. I have not done that in weeks because just the prospect of doing it is like, this is such a pain in the ass.
I do.
I feel like the pandemic hasn't ended. I just stopped caring.
Yeah, it's just
a lot of people stopped caring, and it's frightening. So a fucking bug man came to my house today. A pest person, like not even they just walk the neighborhoods, and like I happened to be getting my groceries off my front step when he showed up. He looked just like Fwiz, and for some reason that was a look that really infuriated me. I was already like pissed off, like and I'm like getting my groceries. Not about some just other stuff. I was angry. I was angry picking up my groceries, and he's just like, "Hey, got some groceries, eh?" And I'm just like, "All right, now I'm angry."
Right? Yeah, now I'm angry.
He said, "Got some groceries, eh?"
That's not a thing to say.
He. I'll tell you who he also.
Stars.
Remember in the movie Office Space, the guy who is talking to the main character about his girlfriend, like, hey, make sure you wear rubber.
Yeah.
She gets around. And he's like, really? Like who? He's like, Lumberg fucked her. And he's got that like blonde spiky hair. That guy fucked Fwiz, and they made a child who came to my house today to try to sell me pest control. And he was just like, hey, I'm the bug man. He said that after the groceries comment, and I'm at like an 8 out of 10 furious, and I'm just getting the groceries, and he's like, I'm all good. I don't need anything, and I'm just like walking back in. He's like, who's taking care of you? And I just close the door, and he laughs. I open the door back up, and I'm just like, what's so funny? People don't like being bothered in the middle of the fucking day. Get off my fucking yard. And he's just like, whoa, buddy, have a good one. And I'm just like, oh, I was so angry putting the groceries away. I'm so angry.
You would have caught me a year and a half ago.
You'd be limping back to that Hyundai that I'm sure is parked around the block.
Yeah. Yeah,
fucking bug man.
You consolidated your grocery delivery and your exterminator? Is that what
No, I didn't order a goddamn exterminator. He's going door to door.
I had someone do that the other day too. I had a guy knock when I was in the middle of a call and being like, hey, I'm covering my buddy's thing. And I was like, yeah, what are you doing? Are you giving me a bill? Because I was getting a bill from a lawn service I was expecting. And he's like, no, I'm here to do a bug thing. And I'm like, I'm in the middle of a call, man. That's really not helpful. And he's like, okay, no problem. Let me just show you this. And I'm like, give me a card. And he's like, ooh, bad news. I'm covering my friend, so I don't have his card. And I was like, all right, well, then just have a great day, man. He's like, just 2 seconds of your time. And I was like, no, I'm missing a call. My computer's here. Someone could be asking me a question. I'm looking like a real fucking asshole right now if I'm not answering. And then they're going to start to suspect every time my camera's mute or my mic's muted, I'm not paying attention, which is not true. And and he has the gall. He's like, all right, let me just, I'll pop back around at night. Is that okay? And I was like, no, it's not. I'd rather you didn't come back tonight. And this was literally last Thursday. Because I wasn't about to tell him, because I didn't even tell him, no, I'm going to be on a call from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. tonight, because no one would believe that. But it was like, no, just don't come back, sir. Please don't. So, yeah, the bug people are out in full force.
I had this is the second bug man who's shown up. The last bug man showed up while we were doing either PKN or PKA, and it was the second time he'd come by. I was busy the first time. I was like, hey, I'm busy. And he left. And then he came back while we were doing the show. And I like got scared because the doorbell rang. Maybe it's my probation officer coming to like do a home inspection or something like that. It's a very stressful thing. Mm-hmm. I'm always scared when the doorbell rings because those are stressful as fuck. Because you got to like go through your house with an adult like you're a child, like making sure you don't have a bomb making like
what's
factory.
This waste can of tissues? I'm sad.
So you are interested in the bug man because you don't seem to have a bug problem. If I ran a bug business, don't you think a little extortion would be a good idea? Like, hey, you know what, Taylor? I got a proposition for you. It could either be $150 a quarter to me, or this carton of bed bugs dropped in your front yard.
I have in this box 100,000 hissing cockroaches. They are from Madagascar.
These are the ones that didn't get eaten on Fear Factor, and they're pissed. He comes like, I'm the bug man. I'm like, all right, just let me in.
150 a quarter.
Let me show you the paperwork. Let me come inside your house just real quick. You get in there and you're like, uh-oh, you hear that? Pocket roaches! Oh! You get a roach, and you get a roach. And then suddenly the police are called, and they can't prove that you brought... Ma'am, are you trying to tell me this gentleman came into your home? I'll add that I was invited. You're trying to tell me that you invited this con man into your home, and then he began to, and I quote, throw bugs from his pockets all over the house. Man, this is absurd. I'm getting you filing a false police report. And I'm like, no. Ted, we can work this out another way. How about you just buy the bug thing? And then that's when they realize that it's my brother, the cop. And we run a whole racket. And then we end up in jail, and then we're on 60 days in, and we have to make up better paperwork so we don't get bullied.
Dude, I watched